Hey everyone, today we are going to go install pretty much the bar and mirrors, and this is not bar and mirrors, my soda, but we're going to install the CRG brand bar and mirrors. These are pretty much one of the nicest ones out there. They're a little expensive, but I think the quality's in the pudding. I taped them up so they won't scratch the lens, and I also had to buy the adapter separately for them. I got these almost a year ago, and they're still in pretty good condition. These are the black color ones here. They're like a triangle color. And then these are the adapters here. I think there's two sets in them. I just put them all in one little compact here. I believe that this one actually goes into our RAM mount. I might have mistakenly put it in there. So let me take a sip of my caffeine real quick here. I need this morning. Very good. So what I'm gonna do is actually go get the RAM mount thing again back maybe. Because I think I might have mistakenly took him off of here when it fell off. So let me go ahead and get him back on there. I believe he was either the cup holder. Oh, speaking of RAM mount, which we got a new RAM mount set up here. We got the other one here that we're looking for. See here, there you go. This is the one I was telling you guys about. I bought another one. And they're just a 9mm opening diameter that fits into your existing 8mm we call that your 8mm mirrors, your scooter mirrors. So we're gonna put this on the other side where we can mount this guy's cup holder here, or whatever he is. But I'm not sure if I have him. I might take it apart. Right here, go. This is it. I believe that little rubber bushing is probably went for this guy here. I remember us playing around with it and trying to figure it out. Remember? So let's put him back so we won't lose him. We were taking him off, and we're gonna be replacing this knob for the lock knob. It should be coming in somewhere around the 1st. So in the meantime, we can still install it, and then we just swap this knob out for the lock one, which is that way people don't easily turn it. It's not really a lock knob. It's sort of like a special socket knob, just like you do for your, you know, your rims of your car and stuff. There's little special rim here. I'm trying to hold this guy compressed while I'm trying to get that little black. It's because I don't think this was. I thought this was my regular black washer, but you can see it's like a little harder rubber. And it flexes, so it's definitely not my lock washer. And I don't remember this guy went inside here first, and this guy sat on top, and it probably flushes it in, but we'll see. Find out right now. This was the same. There we go. Let's see if this guy flushes. Maybe he won't, maybe he will. Yeah, see, he doesn't flush in there, so it might be the other way around. So the metal washer comes on top and the rubber one goes on the bottom. I believe it does. I remember it also took shape too, I remember. I'm not sure why this doesn't have the shape of it. Unless I'm mistaken. And you can almost swamp side of it. So if you're left-handed, you can swamp the knob and put the thread going through this way. Because you can see here, this has a hexagon. So you can actually use this as a hexagon as well, see? So it's either way. Alright, so let's put the rubber one in first then. The rubber one, thought it really had a little concave indicator there, but it doesn't. So anyway, that's fine. The washer goes there. Let's try this way now. A little finger muscle here. Whoa. After a while it wants to release yours. It's kind of hard. It's like holding onto a cliff. Eventually want to release your grip because it's straining. There you go. Now it looks like it's flushing. Well, sort of flushing more, right? So there we go. I think the rubber there works more like a rubber. That works great. So that's it. That's where we're going to probably put it, I guess. Awesome. So there we go. We got that missing piece that we're looking for. We'll put this guy in here since we're going to pretty much utilize all this right here. We're still debating on how we're going to rearrange this guy here. I might want to just move the scooter in here. That way we can do a lot more tinkering around. So let's do that. Let's get a sip of this guy here. Oh. I was going to show you guys. Here it goes. These are it. They come in like a, I don't know what you call them. They're a little pair, little small cone shape, big cone shape, but there's two pieces for, these are sold individually. They're actually the same side, and you just flip them around to see which one you want for left, which one you want for right. Then you can modify it. Very tricky though. If you do open this up though, it's hard to get back on. There's like a special spring here, allows it to twist. You can see it. You can see the quality of these guys here. It's all in the mechanics here. They're a California-based company. Made in California, I assume. See that? Oh, sorry. See if you can see in the light. Okay, see there? These are it. Black. It says CRG there. It's the original brand. And they're about $98 a piece. That doesn't include the adapter. The adapter, I believe they're about $20 a set. So altogether, this probably set will cost you around $240. There we go. So there you go. See how that it's like a little 2-ball bearing inside there, and it doesn't have really much of a spring, but there is some tension in there, like a mechanism. Maybe it is a spring, I don't know, but it's not really a spring. So if you open it, be careful. Don't think it's gonna be easy open and close. These guys are fine. You can open these guys. They're nothing but a washer, a rubber washer, and a plastic shield on that allows it to be able to flex like this. But yeah, I cover it nicely so when we're ready, because I don't want it to scratch, because you know when they're not mounted, they can rub on any kind of surface out here. They're sharp, you know, especially their own other body sharp areas. So I try to keep them nice and neat in there. So they only come in like a plastic wrap like this. They don't even come with a protective film. I guess they assume this guy is sufficient here that they don't need to put a plastic cover in the mirror, but they will scratch though, by the way, even though how expensive they are. So be careful with those. Let's go and bring the scooter in there, and we're going to try to reroute our cables the way we think we want it. In fact, did we agree to change this guy out? Yeah, we did, huh? So let's change him out before we start. We decided to change him for the little bit more. Hopefully his wires are here, if I remember it anyway. It might be in here. Should just put it all in that same pack, right? Keep things all in the same area. Here's our old grip, the Strata one. Say goodbye to those for a while. We'll use them as backup. I say backup makes me feel like I'm not being wasteful, just replacing things that are not even broken. Okay, also, speaking of replacing them, I got some black. You know how those fan shrouds, they usually come in silver? Well, actually, I got these guys in black. I didn't spray paint them yet or nothing like that. They just came in black. So next time when I change the fan shroud, I will replace them with the black ones. So call me particular there. And then you know what I should keep? I should keep them in here. That way I'll have them available. Don't, whatever you do, just don't break off. Okay, so, there we go. We'll keep them in here. That way we'll have them. Also, I got the other nuts here. I got plenty of those guys. Remember the one that I was trying to replace our strip, the strat bar for our Gibby? That strip. Here you go. I got like 4 of them now. So they only sell them in the pack of 5, so 4. So I got them there and got that replaced. I'm not sure why I'm holding on this guy, but I'll leave him here. He probably fell off from somewhere else. But yeah, I'm trying to find that wire, because we need to take this wire out. See, this one's not bad, you know, it just has a straight up kind. We're probably gonna go with the curvature one, right? The one that has flat like this, where it magnets on the side versus on top. So let's find him so we can continue on our journey. Oh, I probably stuffed him in a cup holder. No, I did not. Oh, here he is. He just fell loose. All right, so we're gonna use this guy instead, right? So we're gonna go ahead and let's modify this guy. See which way is the best. Not sure it's best to drop this guy in first or bring him up top into the scooter first. Let's see which way will probably be best for us. Probably drop him, so we might as well get him set up here first. Again, we're going to be replacing these knobs here. They're all the same standard, even though this one's shorter and this guy's longer for the cup holder. It's still going to be the same amount of replacement. You can see here they come in, I believe this might have been what, I never even measure it. Let's try to measure it. They come in certain length, the ram mount. And well, I'll just use my digital caliper. I took my measurement inside, so let's just use the digital caliper. I think it goes up to at least 5 inches, the digital caliper. So let's set this guy for inches. He's already in there. Okay, let's open them up. So about 3.73 inch right there versus this one here. We'll excuse the ball a little bit. See if I can grab him without the ball. The ball takes a little bit more. These guys are about 2.5 inches, so about, you know, rounded off here, 3.5 and 2.5 inches, so another inch more. So let's turn that off. Always keep your digital caliper in the digital caliper holder. You don't want to get jaggy edge. These guys are great for holding, as well as also your little Torx tool. All right, so let's go move him out. We are no longer going to be using this Y shape. Why? Because we're going to have it. In fact, we'll do it right now. We will put him into his new little... I think these are better because I don't even know why to even come up with this guy right here. I mean, if you're going to mount it directly to the mirror, it might have been for a different scenario, different surfaces, but whatever this could have mounted on, this would have had the same capability, right? I mean, if you could have... I mean, I don't even know what the thread size these guys are, but we're going to put them in here. So we're going to open them up, we're going to put them in here. So let's do it. Oh, caffeine's kicking in, so is my allergy. All right, so here we go. I'm going to take it too far out. Okay, let's open this guy up. We'll keep this guy all intact here. We don't need him. Maybe rob some of his, what do you call that? His dowel pins there. Try to open my package neatly. In case I know which one is what. There we go. Should be able to squeeze him out. He looks a little bigger than the other one. I'm not sure. Maybe. Are you guys think? No, probably the same. We'll go out there and we'll investigate. I think he's about the same. I might just look at things differently. But he looks a little bit heavier duty or bigger, really. Slightly. But anyway, it's the same size ball. So we're going to keep things on the right-hand side because we are right-handed. So we'll keep him. You see, in his situation, I don't know. Okay, there's a spring in him. See, the spring always opens to where you normally will take off primarily. So the ram mount spring, it's always in the top area where you're going to actually be taking off your device quickly, not where the base is. The base holds itself locked. So, all right. So you can see here the ram mount's facing this way. More than likely, he's going to be pretty much facing like this because he's going to be somewhere right here, intertwining with us. There we go. So he's going to be coming like this. He's going to be mounted on the mirror, on the other side of the mirror, on the left-hand side, and he's going to be bringing our phone. Like before, we had this guy here, which requires a special adapter that mounted, and that was just, oh man, that was just, we tried, you remember that. We couldn't figure out how to keep spinning him around. This one, we have a little bit more control. He's just this gap here. All right, so we'll supposedly almost tighten it. Oh, this is supposed to go here. What am I doing? This is for our cup holder. So we were to get, I think our cup holder needs longer, or you think our cell phone needs longer? Good question here, huh? Cup holder might not need that long, maybe. Or should we give it to the cup holder? If we give it to the cup holder, he already has a ram mount ready for him. So we'll leave this guy out. We'll put the cup holder here. Put the ram facing, of course. You know, it spins freely anywhere it wants, but I like the ram mounts indication right on me. We're just gonna pre-tighten them because we still need to loosen them up to cap this guy soon. All right, so tighten as we go. I think what you do is with the lock, you kind of tighten with the special socket they have. It's gonna be like I don't know, some kind of spiral lock. It doesn't have a knob, so you can't just turn it freely by hand. You have to have that special socket. That's what creates the security. No one can just come over and just take off with your ram mount. So it's kind of neat. So I'm glad Ram thought of that. I'm sure they thought of a lot of things when they developed this little ball here. All right, and I'm also in the wrong way. I'm still in the wrong way. I realized this does actually, you know what I'm thinking this is for? Here, I didn't think about it until I thought about it. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. So you got your soda, right? Let me take another sip here. With the coaster here, it gives it a cushion also, right? But what I'm thinking they're thinking you could do, if you really want it secure, you could have put something kind of a little rubber band, stretch the rubber band over, and then hook onto this end. So I wish I had a rubber band right on me so I could show you an example of how it would have held one in with a rubber band. Let me see if I can find a rubber band. just in case you have like a hot soup or something, or open, you know, or coffee open container or something like that, which I probably wouldn't recommend you driving with an open container. But if you need it to, you know it's available. Here we go. I think this will stretch, even though it's for the brake. It's for the brake assembly. We can take it. Can't find another rubber band, so this guy probably would stretch. These are all your brake assembly, repair, replacement rubber boots and accessories. This will stretch. No, it won't stretch that much. No, this guy won't stretch either. They are made just to fit their brakes, so that won't work. Let me bring a rubber band. Gotta have a rubber band flying somewhere here. I'm not sure why I would keep a rubber band, but maybe for this reason. Alright, so, see if I can find one in the kitchen. We should have one. Let me go and find one in the kitchen area real quick. Or sometimes we just have them laying around here, which in this case we don't. How many is it, Paul? Alright, so here's go. No rubber band here. There we go. This one's a good one, or this one? This one might be too tight. Let's see if it stretches though, that's the idea. It stretches, but it looks like it's going to thin out. Okay, let's just use this one. These are bigger. I'm being picky now. What a nice rubber band. Okay, so let's say this is the rubber band here. Which you probably would get the idea here in a second. I'm thinking. I'm not sure. I never even tried it yet with the rubber band. So yeah, you got your drink here. And whatever it is laying there. So what you do is you hook this guy here. I'm thinking, right? You go around this guy. And there you go. You have a little V-shape holder. That's what I'm thinking it's for. That way you can do it like this. See if I can drink it with the holster, whole thing here. Right. Very awkward, but it's manageable. I feel like I'm drinking a tin can, which I am. But yeah, that's what probably would it be for, I think. Is to help hold. So more than likely this will probably cover your whole lid like this. Your whole coffee lid. Like that maybe, just to hold in place so it won't fly out for whatever reason. So that's pretty nifty they did that. I was wondering how would they better secure this if they can just make a rubber band built in. And I guess they said, why don't you just get your own rubber band? So there it goes. That works for me. No more questions asked there. So we'll leave that guy on there. Who knows, we might actually need him. So let me bring out my coaster out of here. Oh, damn, this thing sucks out. Oh, God. Look at that, I'm breaking my can just to pull him out. Leave him create a mess. He was. Dr. Pepper has been a promotion item today, huh? That's probably my only caffeine of choice. I can't stand, I love the smell of coffee, but I just can't stand drinking it. It's just bitter to me. I'm more of a sweet tooth kind of guy. Okay, so let's go and do this one. Let's get this guy removed. Speaking of rubber band, see the Ram mount has a special rubber band too where you claw your phone on the case just in case these guys here. But by the way, if you do buy these, take them out and put super glue in them right away and before you put them in there, because these things will slip off. I have no idea why Ram doesn't invent the way where it actually, you know, kind of weld these guys on there, but they do not. So take them off, put your super glue in there, and then put them back in there with the super glue, and it will stick to the metal and rubber. So far it has for the last year now. My phone did fall off one time. I was disappointed, but that's the way it goes. I'm not sure why, even though it was actually hooked onto the rubber band and everything. It must maybe some weird special bump that, you know, created a little invisible lock. Oh boy, I think I might have messed up. Did the spring that just fell off of this guy here when I took him out? Because I don't see any more spring tension on him at all. So I must have lost the spring. Yes, I'm showing this to you guys. It's always got to be something, right? Yeah, see, without the spring, they're kind of loose and flimsy, right? So let's go see if we can find that spring that I might have lost. Somewhere? Or was there a spring? That's a question here now. So let's see. can't really find anything. And I'm sure the spring is magnet, so let's try and find a magnet finder here. I'm not sure, maybe the 2-inch doesn't have a spring. Only the 1-inch does, maybe. I mean, maybe the 2.5 doesn't, only the 3-inch one does. I'm thinking. But I could be wrong. Spring could easily roll, right? Knowing this guy. So all my talking there, as I'm turning it out, I'll back up my video and I'll watch it, see if there was a spring. That's how I lose things, I don't stay focused. Nope. Maybe there wasn't a spring on there like the other 2-inch one because it's so shorter. So if there isn't, then there isn't. So let's go ahead and get back to setting it up. I could tell if there was a spring before. Let's see if I tighten it and see if it tightens like before, okay? So let's do this. So what was probably there was no spring. You could tell there's a spring because there'd be a place for it, right? Just take it out. See if there's a little slot for the spring, like the 2.5. I mean the 3.5 one. This is a 2.5 one, I guess. Oh look, see, this is actually the same way, the rubber. Nope, I don't see it. See, there would be a little indent, like a little dimple, if there was a spring mechanism here. I don't think they'll put a spring right onto this guy because there's no purpose of him having a spring on like that. So there we go. Same way. Okay, so let's go ahead before we do this route. Okay, so we're taking this guy out and we're replacing him with this guy. Only difference, again, he's just more flathead. I mean, he has a flat side charging versus the top head charging like this guy here had. So we are gonna say goodbye to this guy and take off his little tip part, put him in there. See the only difference? One goes from the top and the other one goes from right side, which I prefer the side one, I think, because the side one I could probably latch my phone a little bit more secure. Or it doesn't really matter because the phone will be hatched here, but I just feel like he'll have a little bit more bend to hold him in place versus just straight up and down where he can probably be more bulkier along the line. See, this one's not. It just goes like right there and it should stay there. Alright, so let's spin this around. I think this is probably what we had it at. Alright, and then it twists in here. Kind of comes into a special loop here with the rest of these gang here. Okay, let's go and get the ram, which will be replaced soon. Again with the special ram knob lock. Alright, so let's see how we're going to do this guy here. We're giving him the shorter one, huh? We're getting the shorter one at the end of the stick. Again, we're debatable where we should give him the long one or the short one. Now, I guess you can see the cup holder one. He needs to extend out, so he probably would take the longer one, really. Right? Because two inches makes a difference. He might be too short. He might not be able to swing fully up and down when he needs to tilt. Maybe that's a good thing, right? That's definitely debatable. But we'll see. We'll see when we put on the scooter. We'll really know. Just like we did our scooter cover, we found out the hard way. It still broke on us. Well, anyway, we got at least cleaned up a little bit and painted. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so we want to curve this guy. Kind of play to him a little bit. So he's going to be coming, he's going to be coming somewhat this way. So let's see how we're going to route this cable here. We can route him in between here and come out that way. That'll work. Alright, but that's the same as just routing him in between. Okay, so here we go. Going to try to create a lock for him through the balls. Through his... There we go. Then we're going to... First of all, this is we'll lock him in here. So it's cable. These are fiber cable, which is, I guess, are okay. I'm not sure they're going to be, good for weathering, but they're okay. Okay, and then again, he's gonna that way hold the cable in place. cable's not gonna slack off or anything like that, let's say. All right, so or it could. Let's see. See, I can still. Well, no, I can't. I can't pull it no more. It does actually tighten where it puts pressures on the cable too. Now we want to also put pressure on the cable on this end as well. So the cable's going to be taking a lot of binding. The reason why is we just want to make sure this is enough here for him to grab the phone. I think this is right here is perfect. Okay, so there we go. And then we'll put the other RAM mount here. So let's do it now. Prepare this guy here. Okay, now he's going through, which is fine, I guess. He can go all the way. Don't worry, we'll spin it once we get him in there. Keywords, get him in there. Alright, there we go. Kind of close it up a little bit, then we can spin. That's great about the RAM mount, is the flexibility. Okay, so more than likely, it's going to be somewhere like right there. So yeah, it'll definitely work. Remember, we got our mirror. This is facing us. This is facing us. So our mirror is right there, mirror mount. And then continue. You know, I just regret it that I could not find the other mount adapter that was originally there for that mirror. That way it will be the same height as the other one, right? But I lost it. Can go back to remember where I might have maybe put it or packed it away. I ordered some new ones though, but they're chrome color. And they're not square as these ones, so we'll see how those ones work. They'll come in the same time as the lock ones, so we'll probably replace those. Actually, we can't mount these on yet because we're going to start putting blue Loctite, so we have to determine for sure how we're going to use this guy, or if we're going to use them. So we'll have to probably either wait for that adapter, because I want to use the same adapter for each side, you know, the same. I don't want to use this one different, the other one different. This one's going to have no adapter, it's going to go lower, and the other one has such a huge adapter. It's going to be higher, so that's a no can do there in my book. Speaking of adapter, I think they're all in here anyway, right? These are... well, they're not in here, but they would have been in here. I know we took it off, right? But I don't know where we hide it. Anyway, these will be for our... once we get the adapter properly, we're gonna put those guys in here. This is guys given the. I bet we probably start doing this one right now. We can probably. We can mount the cup holder, and then we can get the bar. Well, for sure we can do the bar and mirrors now because it's no longer needed for anything else. So let's just make sure this is for that break. So let's go and put these guys in here. Let's go ahead and maybe the adapter's in here. I doubt it though. I haven't seen that guy. Oh, there he goes. There's the other adapter for our mirrors anyway. See, this was the old adapter here. That's the one that required to mount this contraption here, which I'm sure there's a probably better application for it next time, but for right now, it's just not really what we're looking for. I was wondering to see if we can double up, but that would be stupid. Put this guy, and then on top of that, have them over here too as well. Have an extra one here. What do you guys think? Just in case we ever need to mount something else here on the side of them. Another RAM. Oh man, that's just way so much control. And you know, it might work because we might actually maybe consider using this guy as maybe the GoPro mount or something. Because they make adapters that'll ball up to that. But I think the ball one's on the other side. But what do you guys think? Maybe put him here, lift him up. But it's going to take a lot of thread. I don't think there's not much thread left. So we're going to need something like a really tall stud. You know, both males. So that's not going to work. So we're probably going to maybe keep it short. If we don't find an adapter, we can use this guy here. But the only downside of him... Here goes his shaft over there. I was wondering where the shaft went. Let me put this guy here for a second. There's a shaft here, see that? This is the only thing that goes into the mirror. And then this is right here, drives all the way into the bottom up there. So it does give us quite a bit of length there. So let's see here. Let's see if this guy goes through it. See, he'll go through it. The only thing that's gonna grip him, it's gonna be his little mirror mount here. This guy right here. So let's say, for instance, we could start digging it through. Let's say, for instance, we take this guy here, and then we take his studs here. just gonna give an example here. See, it won't go all the way anymore. So he could actually go like this. So this could work right here. This could actually really work. See that, how it flushes it like this? And then we can, you know what I mean? And maybe we could do the other side, the same thing. Don't use anything in between it, just have them go straight down like this. But the other side has a little lift. You remember that? It lifts them up like this. Little square, 14 millimeter, you know, nut that's in between the spacer. So the other one has this, and unfortunately I couldn't find it, so that's why I'm thinking maybe if we do convert both of them, we can convert them like this maybe. What do you guys think? Have them really sit down, down. Let's see how it looks. I mean, we could try both. It doesn't hurt. We're doing dry fits anyway. All right, so let's go and install our bar end mirrors for now. We're gonna probably need some electrical tape, and let's see what kind of socket the bar end mirror adapter needs. I already put the bar end mirror adapters again. If you do get these CRG mirrors, they don't come with these bar end mirror adapters. These guys part here, they only just come with this whole brace right here, this round thing. This adapter actually came with these little pieces here. Sorry. So they came together there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually, I know I spent 30 minutes just talking about products here, but I just want to make sure, let's see what's kind of, I think this might take a H, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's just, let's bring the whole scooter here. That way we can work as we go, right? So let's do it. Hey guys.